son of a sultan who had gotten tied up with the Dune Vipers, which are not to be confused with the Sand Vipers. Very different.
They were confused with them, though.
We were.
For like 10 minutes of theorizing.
And there was a... let's see here. I think those are the only 2 quests that you had. Oh, there was some caravan work. But you were like, oh, there's this Lesser Eye Tyrant. Why wouldn't we go just beat the shit out of that thing?
Right?
And so you guys gathered the posse up. And went up to the mountain. I'm just stalling while I get all your characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, good. And we ended with you guys at the entrance. Now, you had known that this thing is a pain in the butt for a couple different reasons. One, that there is as far as anyone knows, inaccessible secret lair somewhere deeper into the cavern. And if the thing's having trouble, it'll just teleport and leave. And you can't chase it.
Yeah.
So you guys had come up with all sorts of really powerful and scary plans about what you were going to do. I think most of them centered on killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have skinks, Venter? Can I have skinks?
Actually, Skinks is at a retreat this weekend.
I'll take his brother Tinks.
Contractually, they get 1 week.
Yeah, I'm not honoring his contract. We're in a labor dispute.
Did I tell you the thing's name?
Oh.
I don't think
Oculus
so.
the Terrible.
What?
Oculus the Terrible.
Yeah, Oculus or something like that.
You named it that.
Oh, did we?
Well, that's what it's going to be called by the person that kills it,
That's
so what
what's
does
in
it
my
matter?
notes. That's what's in my notes, Venter.
I don't
so
think he
that's
has a
what it
say
is.
in the matter at this point.
I love it
So
when
what was his
players
name?
empower themselves.
Right? We're the best.
Right. So you guys have arrived at the entrance, and where was Skinks last time? Was he on the?
I no.
We don't keep an ankle bracelet on him or anything. What he gets up to is
He always takes it off and attaches it to the
legally not our responsibility. And I emphasize legally.
He leaves cards behind. Merc was here.
Better than the Vamps of Gedro.
P.S. Vamps of Gedra.
You could be the Merc from Gedro. All right. I don't know where the last time you had that thing was, because it's all linked up.
I believe he's on our kind of default page.
All right, let's go there and get him.
No, that was what the sign said. The sign said that it was the lair of Oculus the Terrible.
Or at least that's what we scrawled on it.
No, it's Venter said it.
Wait, why does the sign say Vamps of Gedro?
Draenor, stop that.
Clan renown this way.
All right, where the hell is Skinks? There he is.
I never really liked him anyway. You can just...
He's hard to find because he goes invisible.
Yeah, he does that. There you go.
Thank you.
Let's put on a little music. The ground is dark. is it slopes up to a cave entrance. Inside the cave, you can see that there are stalactites hanging from the ceiling that look like a sort of a crystalline calcium combination. There are chunks of this sort of milky, powdery crystal that are jutting out through the walls. There is a smell, not terrible, but certainly like something lives here. It's a kind of the smell of like lizards, like that leathery hide, like if you were to sniff a crocodile's back.
Smells like my back.
Does anyone go and sniff Drailar's back to see if it's true?
I'm gonna pass.
I'll pass as well.
So, Mana, give you your 6 pain counters.
So what?
What? Left over.
All right.
Yeah, from the journey walking over here, you tripped over some stuff.
We skipped over the combats, but we can assume what happened.
Might be a good idea to invest in soothing touch potions.
All right, so Merc walks forward and sniffs a little bit. And he looks over at Mara and he's like, "Is Skink scouting already?"
He is now.
Oh, there's a door that is closed.
Oh, should I move Skink's back?
Not closed. No, I just closed it.
Venture, I believe I should have 20/40 vision, and right now I have 15/30.
Hold on, let me go to the dynamic lighting page.
And it should be self. I don't know if they can see it, but it's
I can't see it.
I can't see your light.
All right.
Speaking of which, Cromwell sticks to the back because he knows he's lit up.
20/40.
Whenever Merc is in darkness, like whenever we're in the dark, Merc always has his hood up.
While flying through Venter, Skinks is gonna go along the walls, basically, make note of the door, but he's also looking for like passages or hidden doors and stuff like that.
Make a investigation check. This is a trap.
Okay. There appears to be a closed door, and there is a chamber that way that has a trap centered, and Skinks has some kind of crystal formation in the center of the room.
You say the room is trapped, not the door. Or, as far as you know.
As far as Skinks can tell, that is correct. And Mara's gonna try to be sneaky.
Yeah, he looks around behind him and he's like, "Alright, nobody else is going forward. I guess I'll take a crouched position and start slowly walking forward." He kinda assumes that Skink's already scouted. He'll still be sneaking, not well. Oh, what is this just a rock formation in the middle of this?
That, yes, it's a mound. You can kind of see over it, just a bulge in the that's coming up out of the floor.
All right. Let's I guess we just gotta pick a direction. Marcus like he comes back in. Right.
Trap.
Well, where there's traps, there's usually something that's trying to keep out intruders.
And then there is a door to the north.
Let's go check it out.
And Mara looks at you like, I'm not going in there yet.
When Merc passes that spot, a voice fills the cavern. What have we here? Brave warriors come to kill me.
Don't be shy. You may prolong your life by entertaining me.
Are you the Eye Tyrant?
I am called many things. Zivkoladrak, Oculus, and yes, I Tyrant. What are your names?
Brave adventurers of clan renown.
Come now. Surely ones as brave as you have names unique to each of you.
Don't speak to
I
it.
would enjoy knowing them.
Merc shrugs and he says, why don't you ask us in person?
Shit, I deleted Skinks.
Very well. I wait for you. You're very close to where I will see each of you.
I hope you have a fashionable coffee service ready.
Hey, Venter, while he's waiting, I deleted Skinks by accident.
Well, he's gone now.
He's back! Thank you.
This is why you can't keep nice things.
I know.
Or even not nice things.
Just mediocre things.
So, Merc is gonna keep walking forward. Do any of you guys need torches?
I think the only ones you can't see are
Directly at Dralar. But Dralar
Dralar.
probably can't see. Okay.
I
can't see well enough.
I was just gonna hang around Ramen. I do have torches though.
Yeah, that's right. Kramen, is your heads on?
Yeah, my little feathers
Your
in my
hat's
hat.
on? Alright. So Merc,
Although Dralar, if you want something.
Dralar. Which one of you is Dralar?
Don't say names. Skinks pops
best
into
one.
existence so you can see him, Merc, and then points to here and goes, trap!
I'm the one you have to worry about most.
Duly noted.
Door.
Yes. Come through the door.
He goes invisible again.
am I allowed to make an insight check on the voice?
Sure.
It's really just a dude behind a curtain.
Is he through that door?
He's absolutely through that door. You should come through it.
It's just a gnome.
Can I see anything about that crystal formation?
It has a bluish coloration to it, whereas everything else is kind of milky white.
Mhm. Evelyn, he said that thing is trapped. Is there any way you could... And then Merc shrugs, like he always does when he's asking magic people to do stuff.
Which of you is Evelyn?
Stop using names.
You're right.
He seems to like a basic understanding of naming conventions. That's good, at least. That's the trap.
Da.
What are you doing? I said Evelyn, Merc says out loud. Just like an idiot.
Yeah. I will cast Detect Magic. Alright. I use my slot.
Evocation.
Okay. Can I get any idea what sets it off? Is it a proximity?
Make a Arcana roll.
That doesn't have a +4.
You think it's proximity, but you don't know where the line is.
Okay.
Should
I'll
I
ask-
try and set it off? Merc pulls out his bow.
I mean, I could try and dispel it. Do you want to go this way?
There are no doors in there.
Well, I don't know. Merc backs up here and then shoots it with one of his the magic arrows that appear naturally. The star shark.
Take a step back.
Pew pew!
Jumping in an attack roll.
Yes. You hit. Roll your damage. Okay. You put a small crack in it.
Go for broke.
Doesn't trigger anything.
He looks at Evelyn.
You make an Arcana roll.
Plus detect magic is still up, right?
Yeah, it's a 15.
Arrows, it's going to be triggered by a living creature, and a category of creature is going to be, humanoid. It's not going to be triggered by a rat. It's not going to be triggered by, some arrow. Skinks isn't going to trigger it.
I could go find some peasant.
You can try and see if Skinks will set it off.
He won't. Only creature like us.
Well, and then he motions towards it.
So that does mean
Is it powered by lightning?
skinks could get by it.
Here, send him. See what's on the other side. It goes off. That would be great.
I need an hour and 10 minutes.
Eve just hates skinks.
Skinks has become a real boy.
Skinks is searching.
Just this moment.
Skinks is searching this room more carefully. He's now checking to see if there's any traps or beyond that, or floor panels or things that would maybe disable the trap.
All right, go ahead and give me a Arcana roll.
Okay. Come on, Skinks. God damn it, Skinks.
He has no idea.
I don't know. He settles on your shoulder, Merc.
You feel something wet sliding down your neck.
Oh, let me just tuck that back in.
My real question, Amaro, was: is there anything past that?
Not that Skinks could discern. It appears to be a closed chamber. The only way out that he could tell was this door.
Why would there be a trap in a sealed chamber?
Why, indeed. Come through the door. I will explain it to you.
The door has some writing on it.
Merc does point from he's looking at Evelyn. He points to her eyes and then points to the door.
What language is it, Hunter?
What language is the writing in?
Uh-huh.
Common.
Oh, that's boring. What's it say?
Put it in the text.
Ooh.
Abandon all rope, ye who enter here.
Here lives Oculus the Terrible.
And Venter, am I getting any
Are we allowed to discuss this, Venter?
magic?
Yeah, it's evocation on the door. Evocation and conjuration.
Okay.
You can make an Arcana roll.
I'll just hang on. Just click off guidance. Oh, and still showed up.
You think if the door's attacked, evocation will trigger? If the wrong answer is given to the door, the conjuration will occur.
Okay. I will relay that. The door has magic. If we try and break it down, some sort of explosion will occur. If we answer incorrectly, something will be summoned. Or perhaps it will disappear.
Is this supposed to be a riddle?
Yes.
Seems that way.
No, it's just words on a door for fun.
I think it's a whistle. Whistle.
Ah. Very good, Draylar.
A call to alert you your drink can be made.
Yeah, it's a
How does that
teapot.
one work with a whistle? A teapot. Perfect. Draylar, do you want to go for it, or I'll say it if you wish?
I'll do it.
Merc backs up.
Whistle.
A blast hits Draylar.
No,
Giving
no. Ah.
You take 25 damage. Fire. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was that's not what happens to you. You didn't attack the door. You get teleported
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
right here.
No, he just teleported it. That's why the trap's there.
Skink
And-
goes, uh-oh.
As soon as you appear, now you can give me a dexterity saving throw as a lightning blast comes out of that crystal.
Hooray, lightning.
Yeah, so we know he's gonna try again if we need to.
You missed it by 1.
I love the -1.
What do you mean? No, you rolled a 16.
I see a 15.
But he rolled.
I see both numbers, Venter.
Because I already rolled the damage, 25 electrical damage.
Okay.
Did it work?
I'm over here.
I don't think that was the correct answer.
Merc
Real
walks over
tingly.
here.
Now,
That's the sound. He's like,
you need to move because it's going to shoot you again if you can't cover the distance.
Run, Draylar.
Draylar, to me.
No, wrong way, dumbass.
3, 4.
I would say it's worth noting that I did hand him a lit up feather, but didn't want to distract you and tell him to put light on him.
Do you need light on you, Draylar?
I don't need it.
Unless he didn't take it.
Here.
Well, you
Did
might
you-
need it
I
when
see
we
you,
get
Merc.
further. You might want it when we get further in.
Did you take it or not?
Oh yeah, I took it.
Hey, what is that? 30-foot light?
20, 40.
Is that as far as you can go?
I mean, I can go for farther.
Are you going that far and stopping, or
I would just get to the mouth of the cave here.
that's where you stop?
Yeah, that's where I stop.
And at the end of the turn, lightning blasts out again, dexterity.
Ah, shit.
And I don't even need an Arcana roll. I'll show you where the line is for that.
He stopped right on the line.
That's my guess. That's what I'm guessing.
That's the trigger line.
I was right.
All right, it's not safe here either, guys.
You take a total of 23 electrical damage.
So, what do we think it is?
I don't know.
Electricity.
Is it a whistle?
I whistle was.
It's not a whistle. That was a good one though. But I'm a caution to those perhaps underwear. People don't really go whistle. Well,
I
a
think I can-
caution to those perhaps underwear.
I think,
I
like,
think
you
a
know,
wave.
yeah.
But do you wave to appreciate those quite fair, or wave to alert that your drink can be made?
Yeah, like, when they're ready for you, they, like, raise their hand up to let you know, kind of thing. I don't know. I think a wave, but...
A bell.
Mm,
I mean, a bell is a caution to those unaware. I'm not sure why it would be on someone who's fair.
I mean, maybe.
Hey, driller, say bell.
But how does that... Wait. How is that for a rude way to indicate your bill to be made?
You know, there's a press for service. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's true.
I don't like it. You want me to say it?
A wave seems.
Shrug.
A wave doesn't seem too rude.
Yeah, wave. I don't know. Whistle was a really good one. Something similar to whistle.
I'm just caught up on the first line because, like, someone who's unaware wouldn't notice a finger being held up or like a wave. They'd notice a sound.
It's not like a siren, right?
Maybe.
How is a siren used to appreciate those
Yeah.
quite fair?
I was.
For that one,
know.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. A wave makes sense though. If someone's like in danger, like, and someone far away is like waving to them for them to notice. Like that's.
Oh, then go say it, Mark.
Mark looks and he's like,
Draylar's already taken like 50 damage.
Yeah.
a wave.
You are teleported.
God damn it.
Is this a Bender? This isn't a spell, right? Or is it?
It is a by standing in front of the door, he gets no saving throw, but it is technically a spell if you want to try and counterspell it.
Yeah, I'll counter it.
When it happens, Amara says, should have gone after the bandits.
You are about to be teleported, and then Evelyn counterspells it.
Okay. So that wasn't it.
I think it's a sound-based thing. Because otherwise it wouldn't be that rude. Just kind of like waving at the waiter to get their attention isn't rude. Being like, hey, is rude. Something
Do you
loud
think-
and obnoxious.
Do you think perhaps?
Maybe like a bell, like I'm a call to alert your drink can be made. Like, you know, they ring the bell, like, who's next?
Do you
That's what
think
I'm
it
thinking.
needs the sound? Do you think saying whistle may have been incorrect, and actually whistling may have been the requirement? I don't know if you guys have experienced anything like that before.
That's a good guess. He looks at you.
Can drill our whistle.
Yeah, but you have to put them in boiling water.
It's not really whistling, it's
like-
just the air escaping from his scales.
Is Draylar going to
Can I
whistle?
whistle? Yeah.
The door swings open.
Nice job.
So I like to imagine the whole time Crobman's just like, it's like waving and like trying to get everyone's attention.
Draylar, before you go in, let me describe this room to you.
Okay.
This room is
You have to.
is 25 feet tall and has a shit ton. It looks almost like you're hearing chimes going because the stalactites on the ceiling are so tightly bunched together that as they kind of clink with any vibration of the door opening, it creates the chimes like a chandelier would make. There is all sorts of divots on the ground. The ground looks like it is more, almost has like a metallic sheen to it. Over here, you can see that there is a break in the wall, and it looks like it falls off into a pit.
I'm gonna check it out.
Can I use a wind whisper charge to strike the stalactites at the top?
Oh, I'll let him do that
Yeah,
first.
You can hit those. A big chunk of them comes crashing down and puts divots in the floor.
Okay, can I go in now?
Yeah.
Okay. How big is this opening?
It's just less than about 4 or 5 feet, and you see floating above, at the same level that the floor is at, there is a big column right in here, and you see this dude floating above there. He has 6 eye stalks, 1 big eye, and a mouth that looks like it would hurt really bad if that thing bit you. And initiative.
Ah, fuck.
Looks like he can see invisible.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. Better skinks than.
I like to imagine he's going, "Hey!" That face.
He's like, "How you doing?"
He's all like,
Yeah, I wonder if a beholder ever does like the eyebrow up thing, just like one, just like raises the upper
"Hey."
lid.
He does a great wink.
Yeah, he puts his one of his tentacle stalks like under his chin, trying to look all cute.
Unfortunately,
Hey.
he has pink eye right now, so he can't do a lot of what he would normally do, right, Venter?
Oh, trust me, if his eye wasn't pretty red before, it's about to be.
I want to hear the story of that one. How the beholder got pink eye. One of a kind story.
He wanted to see what his butt looked like.
I was gonna say he was holding a barbarian up to his face during its final moments.
Before Skinks is
And the
obliterated.
barbarian's final second was to fart in its face.
Before Skinks is obliterated, he shouts, "Oh shit! I found it!"
All right, everyone's on initiative, and the creature turns. Its 6 eye stalks raise up, and crackling energy forms out of them.
Don't do it.
Each eye stalk seems to be slightly different. One of them blue, one of them red, one of them purple, one of them white, one of them orange, and one of them a sickly greenish yellow. And Croman.
I only heard him scream, right? Skinks scream.
You heard him shout, "I found. There it is." But you can't see him.
Croman's gonna look to Merc, give him a little bardic inspiration, and do one of these as my actual action, and just kind of press into the room a little bit. I'll go let you know what you hear.
Anything else for Croman?
Nope.
At the end of your turn, stalactites throughout the cave. This room that Croman, Skinks, and Draylar are in are more a little bit more intense on the stalactites, but everywhere there are stalactites. I need a dexterity saving throw, DC of 13 from everyone.
From everyone?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everywhere there's stalactites, so everywhere.
Fuck.
As it uses its lair action, it sends stalactites falling down. Croman gets out of the way. Evelyn gets out of the way. At Mara.
That's actually Skinks, the first one.
Oh, then Skinks
Disappears.
takes 7 points,
Haha! He's alive. For now.
and Croman is good. Dralar takes
And he becomes visible.
8 points of damage, and then Merc, Evmara, and Garm each take. So Merc takes 2, Garm takes 4, Evmara takes 7.
Oh, there's more stalactites in this larger area?
Everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're incredibly intense in the room, so they're longer and more spear-like in that square. So it's double damage if you're in that room when they hit.
Oh.
Croman's done. Evelyn.
You can also reply if you want to, Merc, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We are gonna do this on Dralar, Merc, myself, and Garm. And we'll move to there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Once again, the ceiling shakes. Stalactites come down. Dexterity saving throw from everyone.
God damn it, Skinks.
Everyone, but that first one I assume is Skinks, right?
Yeah.
Skinks is dead. You don't have to.
Yeah. Unless he
Wait.
takes 2 damage.
He has 1 HP. Oh, okay.
He has 3 left.
10 points of damage to Skinks.
Poof, he gone.
Damn, he had 3. That guy's got 10 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's too much.
Not anymore.
Flying over to here.
Yeah, he is a lesser eye tyrant. He's tiny.
He is. Sif Koladric.
I see you.
And let's see what ice stocks he's got working for him now. DC 16 dexterity saving throw for Croman as a blast of fire shoots out from one of the eyes. You'll take half damage.
You don't have any fire stuff on still, do you?
No, none of the fire stuff's on me.
36 would be 18 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And then the other eye flashes and sends a beam of white energy at you. DC 16 intelligence saving throw.
Oh no. Oh, thank you.
Nothing happens.
Carmen's combat rolling, just shaking his head, apparently.
He flies back over to there and is done. Merc.
Merc comes up here. Here. I don't see him, do I? 1, 2, 3. Merc is gonna bonus action release his falcon. He doesn't know if it'll work. He knows they have some anti-magic stuff, but we'll see how it goes. He's gonna try and keep it along the ceiling as much as possible. I don't know how much of a doorway this is, but he's gonna try and keep it to as high as possible and as much out of out of the way.
And your falcon is on the map.
Alright, so it would appear like right here. And then with the movement it has, I'm gonna have it fly in here. Over here.
Okay.
And then from here actually
Sif Koladrek's eye tracks it.
What over here?
Make it count, Merc.
Merc's gonna come over here, honestly. If he keeps tracking it all the way there, if he's tracking it, then Merc is gonna have it fly around to like turn it around. And then if it's not looking at him, then instead of shooting out of it at all, Merc would just take a shot himself. With
One eye is just watching you. The other 3 or 4 eyes are watching the bird.
So its main eye is watching me? Because I don't really care. Merc doesn't understand how this shit works. Merc is focused on the main eye. Is the main eye looking at him or is it looking at the bird?
It's looking at you.
Okay. Then actually, Merc is gonna step behind the corner. Maybe he'll turn, but as he does that, he takes a shot with Star Shard.
Okay.
At this guy. And I am using one of my special arrows. I'm using a displacer arrow. Let's see if it works.
That will hit.
And I believe the displacer arrow doesn't do damage. It'd be cool if it did, though. I'll take it. And Merc is going to move it right here.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, it's right next to me, though. Actually, I'm sorry. Can I do it right? Can I change? Can I do it right here? Sorry, Cromman.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
That's the first time you've used the arrow. Yeah.
Perfect. He nails it. And then he's gonna use his. He's gonna come back here and then take a shot out of Star Shard at it. I'm gonna use advantage and get the the bonus. Use my special shot.
That will hit.
Damn.
And
26 damage.
30 damage. 4 of it's radiant. That was the Star Shard arrow.
You have a lot of magic items, don't you?
And then Merc smiles, nods, and then comes up here and is going to action surge and shoot it again.
Okay.
And this is going to be another displacer arrow.
Damn.
That will hit.
A 31. I'm going to move it right here.
Okay.
What the fuck, Mark?
And then he's going to step right over here. Right over here. Actually, that's not right here. And then he's going to shoot at it one more time with another Starburst arrow. I need to come up with a different term. Star Blast arrow. Advantage, 21.
21 will hit.
For 29 damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
End of your turn. Dexterity saving throws from everyone as it brings a volley of those spikes down from the ceiling. Evelyn, and Dralar. Dralar, you take 13 points of piercing. Evelyn takes 3 points of piercing. Mara.
Yeah. Is this rubble something that's like, does this grant any cover?
The
if you
crystal
hide
there?
behind it? Yeah.
It could.
Alright. Well, I'm going to first. I'll step here. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it 2 times.
Both of those will hit.
Knocking this fucker back through that door. And then to be fair, I didn't know that you actually did that, Merc. And then I will use the rest of my movement. Actually, I'm going to duck back over here.
As a
And-
legendary... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, that's it.
As a lair action, it is going to bite Merc.
I hadn't thought of that.
$18 to hit you.
Oh.
Does that hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. Dralar.
Dralar looks at this guy and he like flourishes his blade and uses a charge to release a strike of Wind Whisper as he runs towards him and actually strikes him.
Does not hit. Does not hit.
And then I'm gonna, okay, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna go in here.
Oh, you drop 50 feet if you step there.
Oh, that's a drop 50 feet. Oh,
He's probably. I also thought that it was like here that the drop.
This is a same level as the floor you're on right now. Everything around that outer broken line is a 50-foot drop.
Oh.
So the opposite of what we both probably assumed.
Yeah. Then can I use I'll use my bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat. And then leap onto that platform.
Okay.
With the dash action.
All right. All done for Dralar.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to use one of his 3-layer actions. And teleport to here. Garm.
All right, I'll begin the turn and rage.
Okay.
And that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. 25. Okay, so like you said, like that part is supposed to be a 50-foot drop?
Yeah, it's a 50-foot drop.
Okay, so all the circle area, that's where you're standing.
Yes, the circle area is same level as the floor you're on right now.
Okay, so is it just a 10 feet or 15 feet jump?
It's just about 10 feet.
Okay, I guess I should be able to clear that, the long jump. Yeah, I'll just use my feline agility and double my movement. That was just 20 feet, so I'll jump behind Dralar and then move in here.
Okay.
Ah, there's a drop 50.
You just don't fall.
Yeah, just don't fall.
It's not that hard.
Well, you'll land on your feet.
Yeah, he's totally fine, guys.
His knees are the problem, not his feet.
Yeah.
The longer the drop, the better his odds of landing are.
Alright, then yeah, I'll pull out my great sword and lunge at it. Yeah, why not? Let's reckless anyway. This bite can't be that bad.
No. Woo!
Ah, there we go. Know what? I'm gonna take the critical hit chart.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has one monocle that he is treasured. So instead of forearm, you slice the one of his tentacle stalks.
Nice.
Alright, go for a second attack.
And damage. You still get like normal damage.
Just you can roll it normal and then you.
Yeah, you can just click. Just ignore the plus.
Yeah, ignore the crit stuff.
So yeah, 10 damage.
Okay.
And I'll go for my second attack.
Oh, so
That'll hit.
Element damage. And that'd be all for my turn.
Okay, Croman.
Croman's going to take a step into the doorway. Try and find Imara. Look really disappointed he's that far away. And then
Really?
he's going to he's going to reach over to Evelyn, like kind of extending a hand for her to take it.
Okay.
And as you do, you begin to feel a little weightless and kind of lift off the ground ever so slightly with him. So I'm going to cast this on me and Evelyn.
Thank you.
Nice.
And then I'm going to... I only 10 feet of movement, so I have 40 feet of fly, and I'm going to zip into this room over here. For clan renown! Drellar, you're feeling inspired.
Evelyn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. Going to... That's my focus. Gonna... Guiding Bolt at 4th level.
It moves out of the way.
Aren't you blessed?
You're blessed, aren't you?
I do have a D4 on that. I don't know why it didn't work.
Not
As a
every
note,
other
I think I'm 50 feet up off the ground, so I'm 10 squares up.
It barely manages to clear out of the way.
roll.
Fine. I guess I'll click this at 4 D4. The D4.
This fucking guy. Yeah, favored by the gods is right. Favored by something.
27.
Is it 27 to it?
27 would hit.
Alright. So 4th level.
Ooh.
Wow, that was...
Nice upcast, but
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna re-roll 4 dice.
so you're gonna replace 5 damage with 14.
Mm-hmm. So that's increased 9.
28, so it's 28, I think.
What's the total damage?
28 radiant.
How the fuck does Eve work?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
He's like, no, I didn't roll well. I'm gonna roll better. I'm still gonna roll better. I'm still lucky. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, an 18 wasn't enough, so I'll just get a
Didn't use her
27.
lucky at all during that.
I just like to point that out.
Just be like, and I'm just gonna.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta wrap my brain around this. So you re-rolled 4 dice that were 1s, right?
I re-rolled,
Re-rolled any
3
amount.
one,
Yeah.
3 1s and a 2. I re-rolled.
You used the Empower Meta Magic, which lets you re-roll.
I understand that piece of it, but
Yeah.
I'm just not following your math because you got a 1 on your re-roll, right?
I did. Well, so I re-rolled 5 damage into 14.
And you had a 2, a 1, a 1, and a 1, right?
Yep.
Which means that we would subtract 5 from the 14.
Which
Right?
is plus. Yeah, which is plus
Okay.
9
Got
off
it.
of what I rolled
see.
originally.
I see that the math now makes sense to me. 28. Got it.
Yeah, I did. Poorly.
Yeah, I
That's my bad.
wish there was a better way to re-roll.
All right. Anything else for Evelyn?
No, that is everything.
One easy way you can, not necessarily easy way, but you can go in and be like, so I'm keeping a 6, 4, and a 4.
Yeah,
So
you
you'll
have
be
to think
like,
about it in
you know,
terms of which dice you have.
So you'll be like, roll 46 plus 14. You know.
Yeah.
All right. The lesser eye tyrant is looking really unhappy. So much so that it is going to. You can see it's looking at like bugging out. But first, let's see if I can at least make some people's lives miserable. All right. Merc, give me a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. sends a blue beam at you,
Nice.
and you are not affected by it. Ice coated on you, but you moved so quickly you broke it before it could solidify and lock you in place.
That's nice.
And a 5. 15 by 15. Draelar and Garm, strength saving throw DC 16.
Come on, Draelar.
Neither of you moves, but you take the concussive damage
Hadouken.
of 4 points of bludgeoning to Garm. And I'm going to Garm, I have advantage if
Yep.
so I'm going to bite you with advantage.
So you're
That will hit you.
Yep.
You are hit for 9 points of piercing.
Hooray for rage.
Done that, I've done that. Do a who's next? Merc is next. Can't do that. As a reaction, I'm going to anti-magic the... I gotta take a point of damage from the crit. The Falcon. The Falcon figurine. Give me a saving throw, Merc, for the Falcon.
I don't know what you want me to roll, but I just rolled a d20.
That's it's almost enough. The Falcon figurine plummets down into
I
the...
do have Bless. I don't know if that matters, but that's on Merc.
Yeah, it wouldn't affect the
Okay.
Falcon. You lose sight, and the Falcon figurine drops down into the darkness.
Okay.
And I'm done. Merc.
Merc is going to... Thankfully, Merc can still see it himself. So Merc is going to kind of look around worriedly. And, well, no one can really see that he wants to speak to, so he's just going to take 2 shots. He's going to use his bonus action. Starts focusing real hard, and I'll shoot at it twice with Star Shard. 19 and 22, but wait. I'm sorry, I forgot.
With your bless, both of those
Yep.
will
Oh, they both hit. Okay, the first one he
hit.
hit.
Is the armor class.
Okay. And, yeah, they both hit. Boom, boom. And right where it hurts.
Damn.
29, 28, 30, 45.
45. Merc almost kills it with that.
And then Merc is gonna press forward a little bit, and he points at it and says, "Where's your treasure? Tell us, and we'll let you live." If anyone wants to roll an insight check on that, you're free.
You're bullshitting. Embar doesn't need to roll for that.
Yeah, Merc is not a good liar.
This is like when you're like, Parlay, look, we don't want to fight. You've already shot them with like 3 arrows.
Listen. Sometimes that is in earnest. He does still want to talk, but he's not willing to stop shooting.
We've murdered 8 of you, but the 3 of you standing, we just want to talk.
At the end of your turn, Merc, it hisses, and legendary actions vanishes.
Merc hisses back.
Oh, he disappears.
He seemed to have teleported away. And we are out of combat.
That wasn't the kind of counter-spellable type of thing. The legendary action, right?
Not as layer action or legendary action.
Yeah.
Merc.
I need an hour and 10 minutes.
Merc looks to Draylar. He's like, "Shut up, Evelyn." Or Mara. Shut up, Evelyn. Shut up. And he looks at Draylar, and he says,
I guess Merc falls. Goodbye, Merc.
Oh yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting about that. I obviously would not.
Splat.
We should decide quickly if we're gonna follow it or not.
Well, I obviously want to follow it, Merc says. And then he points to Draylar and he says, well, question. Did those displacer arrows that I shot in him stay in him?
No.
Okay. Draylar, do you want to try? It's our best option.
What do you want me to look for? I could just look for gold, and if there's a lot of it in some place, then...
I think you should look for what you were talking about before. We know it's there.
Alright.
Eye gunk?
Well, he could look for, I think by how the spell works, what might work is looking for the Scarf of Seker. Because we know that item, and knowing the name of it might be more useful than just saying, magic items. Or like, holy or like relics of Seker, so... what Merc would actually say is be like, perhaps try this scarf. We know that he's got to have it.
Then I would use the Gem of Location to search for the Scarf of Seker, or if I wasn't able to do that one specifically, I would look for Holy Symbols of Seker.
Which is, once per day, locate object.
Right over here.
Is there like an elevation change, or is it?
Seems like it's about the same elevation.
Merc's gonna run over and jump to here. And he'll look over. Does I assume Draylar responds, like he's looking over there. Or some kind of recognition that he picked up something. Merc would quickly look over to Cromman. He wants this to be done in 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute or two at most. He looks over to Cromman and points to him and he says, "Cromman, over here." And Merc's idea is...
Plunges to his death?
Wait, what?
This is... Okay, so all of this is a 50-foot drop. We're on a plateau right now, right here.
Oh.
Anyway, so Merc points to Cromman, or he's looking at Cromman and points down to the gem, and he wants to see, he's like, "Cromman, see if you can maybe detect where it is as well, or see if Draylar can communicate it to you and teleport us there."
So, are you jumping across?
So is that how they got across?
That is how all of us got across.
Draylar, assistance?
Ryan?
What?
Sorry, go
Come
ahead.
on, Mara, you can do it.
I was thinking
not
more like
Ryan.
I'm going
Who's
to
Ryan?
jump at you and you help catch me in case I screw
Merc
this
is
up.
not paying attention to you.
I don't think you really need to be out on this platform. We're all gonna leave soon.
Okay.
Merc is trying to rush Cromman.
Cromman gives Draylar a very quizzical look, and then
Anyway,
can
it's
you
about 100
intentionally fail
feet
a
to the
saving throw?
northwest.
Well, my thought is maybe because it is just an item that's non-attunement.
I cast
to use
Dominate
this
Person
spell.
on Draylar.
Okay, wait. I was wondering if
I
since
do
the
it
item
anyway.
is non-attunement and it's just cast a spell, could Cromman grab it and also locate the object along with Draylar? Since he's using the object to locate the item, kind of like how if there's a ball or something, like a crystal ball, you could grab your hand onto it and also. That's kind of what I was hoping.
Maybe.
Well, that's what Merc is telling Cromman to do. Cromman, grab the gem and see if you can see where the object is as well. Teleport us
I do
there.
that.
That's
I'd
basically
real quick
exactly
just grab
what
the
it said.
gem.
Make an Arcana roll.
I'm really Arcana.
You needed. It would have worked if you had done it when he said what he was looking for. It's
Okay.
already kind of burned it into his mind.
Draylar, just empty your mind for a second.
I let you go ahead and do whatever.
I let you root around in there, just whatever. Unimportant.
I cast Dominate Person on Draylar.
Okay, now what do I do?
Usually you'd make a wisdom saving throw, but
You're letting it happen, right?
if you're letting it happen, I just like pretty much tell you to tell me where it is. Because there's a telepathic link.
Yeah, so could he like communicate precisely where it is?
Make an intelligence saving throw for Croman.
You can't handle Draelar's brain. It's too powerful.
You have a pretty good idea of where it is.
It's about 100 feet. to
Croman,
the
just
northwest.
take us.
Yeah, okay, I just kind of tell Drailar get out of the way, and I move over to Merc.
Well, you're flying, so you just fly.
Well, I'm not anymore,
Oh yeah, because dominate person is concentration. My
which
bad.
means Evelyn's not flying. She's stuck on the platform. Ha! And wherever that sense I'm getting, I will dimension door Merc and I there.
Before he does it, Merc just looks around. He says, "Wish us luck."
I wish you shield of faith, Merc. And I cast it on you.
I'm going to recast Bless on the two of them.
Merc looks at his arm and the glowing magical shield, and he's like, "Why don't you ever do this?"
Normally.
He's like, "You could do this."
And then, like, Crom is just kind of counting down 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're going.
All right. So you guys are dimension dooring.
I love this plan.
Can't fail.
So if they don't
No
decide
matter-
who's in charge,
No matter what happens, it's gonna be a story.
You guys appear right where there is a shit ton of treasure and all sorts of items. But as soon as you appear, the crystal zaps you guys. Dexterity saving throw.
This motherfucker.
Both of you guys make it. You'll take half damage.
Yeah, Merc is the dictator keeping clan renown from democracy.
13 points of damage, and we're back on initiative.
Merctatorship.
Mm-hmm.
Drellar is no longer being dominated.
Wait, do we get bless for our initiative?
No.
It's
No,
not
it's a
skill.
check.
No,
It's a check.
You
That's right.
you are inspired if you wanted to.
I already did pretty well.
I
Can I
didn't.
inspire your initiative?
That's fine.
Right
I
back
don't-
at you, Crom, and he gives you finger guns.
pew pew pew.
You know how dangerous Merc's projectiles are, though.
Unfortunately,
so-
one of
Oh,
them was
God.
actually
Oh.
from your bow.
He actually shoots out of his
Oh
fingers.
shit, my bad.
I want those. The magical rings of finger guns
I wish I could
that
see
shoot
you guys
magic
if
missiles
seen
whenever
it
you
out.
do finger guns.
You're up
Yes.
first.
Thank you for interrupting me. I'm gonna run up here. I mean that honestly. So I was going nowhere with my finger gun discussion, and I'm gonna use my bonus action. Yeah, bonus
Finger
action
gun.
dash over here. Oh my god, this motherfucker. Merc calls out. I still don't see him, and is going to. He's going to. Action dash. And come. Or he's gonna action dodge and move his last foot.
Okay.
And end his turn.
Croman.
Crumman's going to thunk, pop the cork on a potion, just pour it straight into his beak, because the potion is second sight.
Okay.
And then he's going to run this way and action dash just right up next to Merc.
All right. All done?
Yep, that's it.
flying to there. Merc. Give me a DC 16 con saving throw. Another freezing beam comes at you. You avoid that. And then Croman, give me a dexterity DC 16 save.
I'll re-roll that with one of the charges from the potion.
You do have bless as well, but
Does it say I can use it on the same one on more than one saving? No, second roll must be taken. I think that one hits me.
A blast of fire hits you for a total of 33 points of fire damage. Both of those blasts came from right over here. And at the end of the turn, Merc.
Merc is gonna come up here, and he will take 2 shots at it. He's gonna use his bonus action to Fighting Spirit, and then I'll take 2 shots at it. Oh, why? Yeah, I'll take 2 shots at it. I'm gonna add my inspiration to that second shot.
Okay.
The second shot was a 20.
Second shot looks like a 21 to me.
Yeah, 21. It passes the 20 though. That's what I should have said.
28. You didn't give me enough time to heal fully, so I blame you guys for that. Anything else for Merc?
Merc is gonna. Alright, how far did I move already? He's gonna move up here and end his turn.
Okay. Croman.
Croman's gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back, Croman.
Whoop.
In Merc's turn, stalactites come down on you guys. Dexterity saving throw.
12.
Do you have advantage?
I do not.
You would miss it by 1. Merc gets hit for 7 points of piercing. And Croman.
Croman's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Is it at ground level or up in the sky?
It's floating at about your level.
Perfect. I have 4 feet of movement when I take the attack action. So I'll get right up in its face, click the Viper of Anubis, and just jab at it with this little knife.
Yeah. Right.
There we go. That's more like it.
That will hit.
And then there's the. We're gonna add this as my defensive flourish, and then there's a bit of poison as well. So we got 16, and then the poison.
I'm going to use my other legendary action and make that save. And leave me with 1 left. So I'll take another. And anything else for Croman?
Nope.
I am, at the end of the turn, going to take a bite out of Merc. $19?
No. I also have the Shield of Faith on, which helps.
Ooh.
Very well, then. Let's see what eye stocks I'm working with. Ugh. All right.
I don't like those numbers.
I don't mind those numbers.
I'm just
Merc, when at first you don't succeed, freeze again. Con saving throw.
Because Albert would tell you the cold only gets stronger over time.
Oh my
30
god,
make it?
you're a beast.
Yeah, con is his thing.
And then Croman, DC 16 charisma save.
I'm trying to charm a bard.
Oh! Merc looks impressed.
And then, hey, it's luck of the draw, man. When I get what I get. We're gonna take a bite action on Merc because you just look tastier. I don't.
You don't like
Much
chicken.
Much easier to hit. No.
Not according to the rules.
Not that easy.
And Merc, you're up.
Merc is gonna, at the end of that guy's turn, he's gonna use his reaction to move half his movement and go over here.
All right.
And then he spins around, uses his. I have one fighting spirit left. I'm gonna use my last fighting spirit.
Okay.
As a bonus action, and then shoot at it once with advantage. 30
That'll hit.
for 29 damage.
Okay.
And then I will shoot at it. I'm going to apply. Oh, I can't because I used my bonus action. All right, well, I will shoot at it again. Sorry, I'm just looking if I have any cool arrows I could shoot at it with. I'll shoot at it again.
That'll hit.
From there, 16. The Merc moves back over here. And ends his turn.
At the end of the turn, I'm gonna bitificate you.
Him?
Yes, he's the one shooting me for like a bajillion. God bless America.
Do you want to roll on that chart there?
I do.
Hey, Venter, you can break your weapon like that.
I don't have any allies.
What about your stocks?
Can you attack your own stock? Bite it, Venter.
Billy
Bite the
bites
stock.
an eye stock.
It just nibbles on one of its own eye stalks.
This is straight up Looney Tunes at this point.
Croman.
I'm going to give myself a little pick-me-up. He's making the sound of humming his own little song to himself. And he's going to spin around to the other side of it and find some weird spot in the back to stab.
That'll hit.
Cut off one of the eye stalks. 15. Spin around as it's whipping around and then stab it in the eye. 'Cause I never saw that coming. With its eye. Ooh, I have bless.
That would miss.
And then I'll end my turn where I started.
All right. I'm gonna bite that shit out of Merc if it kills Merc. No. You know, on paper, he's pretty terrifying. Let's see if I can at least incinerate one of you.
I don't think he's used to this kind of a blitzkrieg attack, Venter.
All right. Seeing as how Merc has proven completely immune, con saving throw for Croman.
Whoa, hang on a moment. I'm bad at those.
Are you?
Yes.
Intelligence saving throw for Merc. Do you have advantage?
I do not believe so.
Is he muted?
I believe so.
I am muted. I'm gonna use my inspiration to try and reroll that.
All right.
Let's see. That's awesome. I'll take the 7.
Merc is teleported away.
Oh, wow. Oh.
You guys hear a Cthulhu dexterity saving throw for Merc. He'll take half damage. So 10 points of lightning damage.
Are you in the
a lot
room
of
with
ones.
the trap that we were in?
And Croman,
Come on, Croman, finish this bitch off.
I'm going to try and bite you.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it worked.
Well, 19.
I duck out of the way.
All right, Merc.
You guys just hear a loud "fuck" coming from the other room.
Are you back over here?
Oh yeah, that's where it sounds like. And Merc is gonna run. Bonus action, run. Action, run. I think I actually could get like right about here, and just be like, "Fuck, fuck," and he's like, "Evelyn, you can't teleport people, can you?"
I'm afraid not.
Fuck, and then he ends his turn.
At the end of his turn,
Oh, come on.
Yeah, can I exit combat at this point?
yes,
I would choose to.
but you were still in the danger.
Oh
of
yeah.
trap, so you'll be out of combat after this. Going to bite Croman. 25.
That'll hit.
For 12 points of piercing.
Ooh.
All right.
I see you biting me, and I'm gonna raise you a 3rd level healing word. It's a really good healing word,
Yeah.
as they always are. He's kind of biting him. He's just gonna reach around and give it a good stab in the side of the eye with some bless action.
Please just don't roll 1. Thank God.
14
Got a
points.
hold of him. I'm gonna do a defensive flourish as it kind of pulls off and get 1 armor class.
He takes 1 more damage.
Yep.
Woo! I have a hit point. I will name it Fluffy.
As he's reeling back, I'm gonna grab one of the eye stalks and chop it off.
That will hit.
Yes.
Oh god, 19 points of damage.
And as it dies, there is an explosion that I need a con saving throw.
Can I use my shield?
You better hope he says yes.
It's just an anti-magic that is going out.
Oh, not again!
As the magic goes out, how many magic items do you have?
No, no.
Oh no!
I salute you, Kramen.
Okay,
For those of us about to lose our magic properties, we salute you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
God damn.
8.
Potions, all potions are destroyed. No saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
7, 8 magic items. Unless I'm missing something, I'll double check. That one's not 9 magic items.
Roll a d9.
Is there any way? Well,
Actually, 11. I'm going up still. There's a lot of magic items.
you did
on
try
here.
to block it with his magic shield.
I
Yeah,
like that
roll
magic
20,
shield.
Heard that, and we'll take it into account.
I just need to let it out because I need to put it into the ether. You know what I mean?
9 of your items are destroyed.
One,
So-
2,
Whatever that 9th item is.
7, 8.
What is it?
Naga pearl.
Oh no.
Oh, that one's cool.
Roll a d20. The Naga Pearl has survived the anti-magicking. If Koladrak splats to the ground, dead. We are out of combat.
I was never in combat. Well, not that one, anyways.
Merc gets a thumbs up over the message.
Merc, you get a sigh. You get an exasperated sigh. And he finishes that with, oh! Merc doesn't jump down the cliff again.
We could put some rope down there.
Merc is gonna send back after the sigh. Be safe, but see if there's a way for you to... Is there any exits from there? Can you get us back? Or can you get back?
You can feel him just blinking. as he's looking around the room.
Merc is gonna say to everyone, he's like, Kramen finished him off. There was a great deal of treasure in there, but we're gonna have to figure out how to get in there and how to get it out.
Why
I
not
trust Kramen
put a
understand that, so
Mm.
we just have to wait.
I can climb down there,
Are there
see if
not
there's a
tunnels?
passage.
Yes, I imagine tunnels that we could go through to reach it.
It's worth checking out. It's a
We
good
just
idea, actually.
Need to ascend. How will we descend safely?
Merc pulls out 50 feet of rope.
Ah, excellent.
Merc,
I'll start
do
climbing
not
though.
forget. Do not forget your falcon.
My what?
Your falcon.
Oh.
It's fell into the pit.
You guys, the Falcon's invisible, by the way.
Hmm.
Oh, it is invisible. Okay.
Yeah,
you guys-
no one ever sees it. Kind of like skins,
Oh. Okay.
but less so.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not. It's more of like a. It's like a marker that I can use to shoot out of.
Mhm.
It's completely invisible.
Yeah, it doesn't come from a statue, and then it's
It
like a
does.
spirit.
So
But it's
can we
not like a-
tie off rope so we can climb down safely?
Yeah, is there anything here like a stalagmite or might crawl up?
You guys can, if you have rope, you can climb down, or climbing pythons, climbing speed.
We have rope.
Yeah, I can descend with my climbing speed.
You're going to go down and try to retrieve the falcon.
Well, if I can find it, yes.
All
I
right.
have pythons. I can.
And the rest of us. Oh, you have. Okay, so you can climb down that way. So it's only Merc, Ebb, and Eve who need the rope to get down.
So you can roll a d20 for me, Merc, to see if that destroyed the falcon when he magicked it.
Come on, Merc. Whew, that was almost a 3.
No. You get down there and you find the little figurine intact.
Yeah.
Merc sighs a sigh of relief if anyone's looking. Like he really seemed to care about it because it's just got sentimental value. I mean, he's got sentimental value. Like he didn't realize it until he realized that it might be gone.
Oh God, Draelar's gone
He's
insane.
had this thing
He's
for a
attacking.
long time.
When the dominate person ended, he became hostile. Rolled initiative.
It ended as soon as I teleported.
Well,
Yeah.
it delayed reaction for Draelar.
It's true. It's
It's
Draelar.
Draelar.
It took a minute.
All right. Roman, you see that door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and just take a look at it. If I don't see anything wrong, I'll just try and open it.
What do we see when we climb down, Venter? Are there tunnels?
No, it's just a nasty pit that looks like it's been burrowed out by a vicious eye stalk that the whole point was to blast people into that pit and cause them to fall. He had a whole plan that did not come to fruition.
Well, Mara, so there's no way out of here other than just to climb back up and head out, right? That
The door is locked, Croman.
I'm gonna search through his inventory. Just like
Can
I
we
could have sworn I
search
had these tools
passage?
at one point.
Is there a passage or tunnels down here?
No, it's solid, sealed.
You know what? Haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna try and thunder wave the door down.
Okay.
Don't go in there, Draelar.
You cast Thunderwave. The magic on the door immediately reciprocates. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
This is how we lose Croman.
I'm gonna use one of the other charges on the potion. Nope.
Depending how long it's been, you might still have bless. I don't know how long.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
You're blasted for 32 points of damage.
Oh,
Good thing I had 32 hit points.
Well, then you'd be at 0.
Well, I have a pin of protection.
Are you still?
Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna sit in a corner
So
for a while.
roll a D100 to see if the door got blasted in by that Thunderwave. No. Door's still holding on intact.
do it
Carmen
again.
just goes to sit in the corner.
Just hit it with something bigger this time.
I'll be working on a short rest.
I'm
I'd
gonna-
like
Can I
to
shoot
dispel
my?
that.
Can I shoot my breath weapon at that crystal to
This
see
is
if it
going
like
to take a
overloads it.
while. I'm gonna start recasting for skinks. It's an hour and 10 minutes.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Nice.
My spells suck today.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's true.
Seems like you're definitely putting some serious scorches and cracks into the crystal. You're probably about 25% there to breaking it.
Um,
Venta, I'm gonna try and dispel it. Just with the third
Okay.
level dispel.
The crystal comes apart.
Look what I
Merc is
did.
gonna come up to
Excellent,
Evelyn and ask,
Jailar.
Evelyn, can you? You can't communicate with people at a distance, can you?
No, it's not my magic strong suit. And
Merc looks frustrated. How far? We were like a day away from the nearest town, right?
I cast detect magic and don't use a spell slot. Alright, it's focused OP.
Do you have a tiara
go.
on?
I'm gonna look around. Who?
Yeah, what is doing that?
That?
Yeah.
That's my crystal. My focus.
Oh.
That's my. That's just a macro. To roll d6 to see if I save my slot.
But I mean,
Yeah,
that's a magic item you have. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's the focus I bought in the city.
Oh.
It is very similar to a tiara we once had.
Be cool if it was a tiara, but it's not crystal.
Well, we all
Be able to
can't
make
have
it into a tiara. It's a crystal, right?
You put
Yeah.
yeah, you could just set it into one.
Keep your hands casting.
That'd be cool.
Anyway, Merc looks super frustrated, like that we're not doing anything. He's like pacing back and forth. He looks very worried.
And I'm gonna look for illusory like illusory walls, like magic on the walls that might delay a passage. And if there's nothing over here, I will look up here as well.
You guys who are searching can make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, I mean, sorry, I kind of assumed that we did that. Merc definitely would have looked for a door down there.
I nat 20 and there were skinks and didn't find anything.
There is, Garm, there's nothing. This is all solid.
What was that a search of specifically, Merc? Because Merc wants to search the walls of like all of this.
Yeah, Garm went around and he's like pretty confident. Merc, you're similarly confident. There's nothing.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely relies on teleporting. All right. Well, Merc shrugs. He looks getting frustrated.
If only I had a burrow speed.
I think Kurthy does.
How far can Croman teleport? It will give us an idea of the distance he is from us.
Well, Draylar probably knows the distance too precisely to explain, but it less than, I don't know. What is it? Are miles used in this world, Ventura? We've never asked that.
We've always done stuff in
Yes.
miles.
Well, we always have in like a meta sense, but I don't know if we've ever like our characters have used miles. Okay, yeah. So Merc would say definitely less than a mile, maybe half a mile less, quarter mile. Merc shrugs. He's like, and then he looks
less
at
than
Evelyn
100 feet.
or anybody else who's magic around here. Like, why are you asking me about the magic? It can't be too far, but I mean, Draylar detected it with his spell, so
It's only like 100 feet away from the center of that pit we were standing in.
all right.
Only 100 feet, we should go out and find a second entrance.
Merc looks around. He says, Garm, that thing escaped to its treasure hold. It probably doesn't have any exits from there. Kramen sent me one message and hasn't sent anything since, so he's probably running low on energy. He's probably gonna rest. We just have to rest with him, I think. Shit. He looks over to Edmara.
Edmara's sitting and
Yeah, you're doing your
chanting.
ritual, which is perfect, which is what he looks. Yeah, he like I knew that. Merc looks over and sees you doing that and like nods in satisfaction, like he's happy you're doing that. And we were a day away from the nearest city that we were in, correct, Venter?
About it's like
A day's travel anyway. Like
6 to 8 hours away, so not a full day's travel.
okay.
It should be about 6 hours.
Skinks doesn't sleep, right?
I'm not sure if we ever really established that.
Oh yeah, he does.
does.
16 hours a day. He has to sleep.
He's like a cat.
Yeah. Well, what about
Everybody has
Garm?
a
Garm doesn't
disenchantment.
sleep 16 hours.
He's unconscious at least that much.
Sure, he catches his winks during combat. Well, I just don't like sitting here waiting. I know Kramen is powerful, but he can't just be. I don't know. He wafts his hand in the air nonchalantly, or kind of like casting aside that thought, and he's like, I don't know that much about this kind of thing, but he can't just be teleporting himself around all night and all day. Part of me wants to wait and trust him and think that he just needs to recuperate and we should sit here and wait for how long it takes. But part of me doesn't like just sitting here and waiting, so I think that we might send somebody back or some kind of message back to try and get a way to... He scoffs, like he's come to the end of where his brain can carry him. I don't know.
What are you hoping to try and...
Well, there's a lot of treasure in there, and there's a friend in there, and we need to get them all out.
So you're
I have a
thinking
feeling that Kramen can get himself out, but... And Merc kind of like, he pulls, like, he like makes a little small hand, and he expands it, and he's just like, there's a lot of treasure in there. We're gonna need to teleport it out anyways. So...
Do you think that thing could teleport the treasure, or did it carry that over?
It was probably slowly gathered over time. It could clearly travel on it, or travel like that on its own power. So I doubt that it had
Teleport other things, so
yeah. Merc looks like he looks at where all like the scars from being electrocuted are on him, and he goes, he can definitely teleport other things too. So I don't imagine getting that mass there was going to be that hard for it. For us, however, we're going to need to think of something. It was a lot of gold. We're not leaving it. Let's just say the reward is not going to be the reward here. And he gives Garm a wink. He's the closest. Unless if everyone else just hasn't moved their tokens and is actually standing near Merc talking to him.
I'm where I am.
I assume you can talk while doing your ritual.
I don't...
Probably not much,
Probably not,
but I
yeah.
assume you're not like... Well, yeah, I guess it depends on the ritual. I kind of imagine you're not like you could probably like I imagine like you like doing the thing where you're standing over something like incanting, and then like if you say like you could just be like, that's ridiculous, but without like actually like like looking at us or anything, like, you know, like
I can't have a conversation, but I can throw
no,
out
yeah,
a
but
witty
you could like give a
one-liner.
quick like you could like, yeah, exactly, like that's what I'm imagining anyway. So you're like still present, quote unquote, in the conversation.
he has to speak quietly though, otherwise he startles the goat.
Yeah. What?
Quiet, it's easier if you don't resist.
That's why he keeps a sack carried over his shoulder.
It's actually a bag of holding, but I just keep live goats in there.
Just live goats in it. It's just a prairie. It's a bag of prairies, and on the inside's just raised land. All right. Merc looks frustrated and shrugs, and
and
he's
then we
like,
wait.
he kind of throws his thumb over his shoulder, and he says, "I'm hoping maybe we could send Skinks, but Skinks is gonna startle anyone that we send back to Corsetto. No, that's not. Yeah, Corsetto, which is a religious slave trading city." Merc says, like he's reading off of notes, and he probably flipped out his book really quick and read it. I don't think that Skinks is gonna be well welcomed there, but like we need to think of something. And he looks at Evelyn, mostly.
Do you want me to head back and see if I can find something they might be able to burrow through the
you
wall?
might be able to think of something, honestly. Maybe.
Or
Here,
rest for an hour?
Yeah, we're definitely doing a short rest. I assume this conversation would probably be an hour-long conversation where we would actually just be batting around stupid things that we're not really going to do.
Okay.
That's how I imagine it in my head. So we probably were sitting here talking. I assume Draylar is sitting here too, because I don't know where Draylar is.
I went around to the mouth of the cavern to keep watch.
Could I have Skinks
Okay.
enter?
Well, Merc would actually come and want Draylar in this conversation, and yeah, after the hour, Skinks would be back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Merc would say, Amara, you can communicate with Skinks still, no matter how far he is, or am I
Yes.
incorrect?
That's correct.
Perfect. Draylar, do you think... My problem is Draylar is not very sneaky. Draylar, I'm thinking what we do is we get the Church of Sekur to help us transport those goods out of there. They might have the means or the resources, even... They were
would be
being
delighted
hunted.
just to get their artifact back. I'm
I
sure
know,
they
that's the
wouldn't ask for
process.
much more.
We should keep in mind that they were... What? There was some force that didn't want them to have that scarf back.
Mhm.
Let them have it.
But
The god and her. That's right.
But the fates lent their expertise as woven items.
That's right.
as special
I think that I'm thinking that we offer that scarf back to them in exchange for help getting all these goods back.
I can send Skinks with Draylar.
I'm thinking Skinks should probably not make his presence known.
Ah, yes.
I definitely would love to just have Skinks be able to fly back himself and deal with this, but
Could we not get the men that were supposed to come to the enclave? The workers.
and tunnel our way there.
Imagine when they saw that gold.
How much can I make like how much value of gold was there? Was that like more
From a
than
quick
2,000,
glance.
more than 3? Cuz I saw the pictures and that was like horde levels of gold. So just a quick is there a quick
Intelligence
assessment? Yeah.
intelligence saving throw to see how you were kind of looking at the lightning too.
Yeah, what I'm mostly interested in was like greater than less than. I don't have bless.
There was a lot of coins that were kind of scattered around. As you think about it, some of them were copper,
Mm-hmm.
which could appear gold. Some of them were gold, some of them were silver. There was a so you're thinking definitely more than like 500 gold worth.
All right.
You're not sure where it would cap out. Your 500 would be the minimum that you would get out of that. But you think you're kind of on the low side.
Yeah. Merc size.
Look,
I
why
think-
don't we wait to hear from Croman, and then if he can come out, then we can all return. It's not like something's going to come and take over this in a day or two. We go, we get equipment, we do our negotiations. Maybe
I mean, I agree we have time. I'm just worried about what's on the other side of where Croman is. But you're right. We can't help him within the next 8 hours. So
Also, this is a known beholder's lair, so likely that other things wouldn't come in here to mess with it. So we could probably even rest until Croman rest for the night here. They would
Okay.
think that we just wandered in here and died.
I agree with Draylar.
Merc nods in agreement, and he does look over at Edmar and he says, "You could send Skinks back and let the church know of our success."
Do you think it might be an issue when what appears?
Never mind.
I
Well,
could-
Merc nods like he obviously thought of that, and he's like, "I'm sure they would take recovery of their artifacts from whatever mouth it came, or whatever messenger it came. But
Why
you're
even
right
have him
anyways.
speak?
I think the best... Never mind. It was stupid of me. I don't think that we should return this scarf anyways. And he looks over at Evelyn and gives her a nod, and he says, "You've become quite attached to the divinities these days. How would you go for a new fashionable garment?" And he kind of gives you a smile. And then before waiting for a real response, he kind of like answers or he kind of explains himself, and he's just like, "I don't think that we should play too much of a favor to this church, if everyone's okay with that. I think that we might draw attention to ourselves by playing into one side or the other. They might have some animosity towards us, but it's unlikely that they're going to take action against us. But this god that seems to have a problem with them, I don't want to have another guild of assassins or whatever they may be after us."
Yes,
These
religion
things-
is
But
far
we would
too
also be
complicated.
putting something right.
I'll be honest, Merc.
Let's do profit.
From what they were saying before, I don't think that they expected to get this scarf back. From what you said of your conversation,
So you're saying we
They-
should keep it anyways?
I mean, they see it as it being a burden on us because it would generate that animosity, the cult of Anhur. So they
see.
don't expect us to give us back anyway, and if they still told us about it, I think they just wanted their priest to stop dying to this lesser eye tyrant.
Oh, that's very interesting. All right. Well, then let's keep
Perhaps we could restore it to a different church, not that church, but a separate one.
From what I
Merc
gathered,
smiles
from,
at that, actually. Yeah, sorry.
Well, from what Eve wasn't there, but I assume you recounted your conversation with the priests.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from what it sounded like, Merc, is they seem to believe that no matter what, if we aid this church by giving back the scarf, in whatever fashion, whether it's a different church or not, it will on her would know from what they seem to think.
Well,
let's get on her.
but I barely know her. Merc says in
Can
someone
we just
else's
get our
voice.
treasure?
Merc, does he does two fingers circling in the air like we're waiting for something anyways. So time is passing.
Shall
Like,
we
what
set
does he
up
want?
watches?
Do I know anything about on her very much, Venter?
If you make a religion check. You know a lot about on her. Is there a sheet out there for him?
There is, I believe. I haven't actually checked. I think on here was one of them.
Where is it under?
Under the
Probably.
gods?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah,
He's
it's
in
on
the other game. He's not in this one.
Well, he can be quickly transmogrified into this.
them. I like it because I've read all of them at least one point, but I've forgotten so many of them specifically that it's very much like a normal person living through this world probably would be, where they have some semblance of a concept of what they are. So I just try not to look them up now, unless if I roll high. Except for Ibitami, who I obviously know everything about. Because they're the hippo god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not? I mean, first of all, Venter, I'm upset that we haven't met anyone who's a follower of Ibitomi now that we're in the Land of the South Winds.
You need to meet a worshiper of Apis.
See, again, you'll have to remind
That's
me.
the one with the head of a cow.
Ooh,
And
that's interesting.
we had a priest, and his greeting was he would milk himself, blessings of is a thought.
So that's like Thogram's, like, like people have like like I think that people might have a major deity and a minor deity. That's like Thogram, because Thogram still, in Darvish's notes, is the bovine king. Because remember when we all went into the Wizards challenge and you gave us all random, like, over the top wizard hats and cloaks? His was all cow themed.
Yes, I do
So
remember
from then
that.
on, he's always been the bovine mage. Secretly. He doesn't know. It's like his suppressed personality. Like, if Thogram was a wizard, he would have been a cow-related wizard.
I
Somehow.
can't remember what everyone else got.
I found it utterly ridiculous.
I don't remember
because
because Darvish was the same as he normally was, and I was like, this is a bit reductive. Just because I'm a wizard doesn't mean that that's all I am. I can still be caricatured.
I remember passing the wizard test by just beating the shit out of the guy who's like, my
I
powers
remember
are
only
unmatched."
getting one wrong. I'm still haunted by that, Venter. You have no idea. Darvish got all of the different schools correct except for the necromancy.
Does Croman need
I'm
more than
surprised
an
Ray
hour?
passed that
Because I
test.
doubted myself.
Does Croman need more than an hour, or do you?
Honor
No,
is,
I can get out of here. I'm waiting to send the message.
Honor is now out there for you to look up under the handout, and I will see if I can drag him up into the deities section. Oh, this channel needs serious cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Shrink some stuff down.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I want the deity of cunning, ambition, and willpower to hate me.
No, I'm down to make that one happy. We could always leave this damn scarf there, you know. We don't have to take it.
Oh, well,
I don't think taking it will cause
what
any issue.
what the fuck did Amara just say?
Leave a magic item?
We can just leave it.
Yeah, but it's the deity
Alright,
thing.
who are you and what have you done with it, Mara?
He doesn't want to fuck with deities because they cause so many problems. Is it which one was it, Venter, that you just had? The spelling?
On her.
ANHUR.
Thank you.
It's now under deities. Darkness, honor.
Oh, he looks friendly.
Actually, though,
He's kind of like
He's very-
Garm.
he's pretty neutral. He's as close to neutral as an evil deity can be.
He's someone that I think Garm might worship.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Merc could like worship this.
Where do
If
you
Merc,
see
if Merc
the-
was like religious as a more major part
It's
of
in
it.
the journal section.
deity.
Yep.
Which one are we talking about?
He's like the third one in the list. Darkness, on her.
On who?
Under
Merc.
deities.
On her is
Oh yeah, that seems like my kind
on
of.
her is like a bestial Zandrago. Don't. It's best not to trifle with it, but it's also
Oh, this is
it's good to weaken its power.
That's a cool god.
All right. So, just in the interest of kind of moving things along, what is the overall high-level plan here? You gonna wait 8 hours? You gonna wait?
Well, we
'Cause it's
wanted
been
to
an
wait
hour.
to hear what Croman was gonna
yeah.
say. Like, what can he teleport stuff out? Like, could we just sit here and take like a day or two for him to burn through spell slots to teleport things out?
So, Croman, how long will it take before you're able to communicate with them?
I just sent Merc a message. He told me we need to get the treasure out, so I don't know what that means. Okay. Now I know what
So-
that means.
Cause like this is a lot of treasure. Could we like what I'm thinking, just so that we can like we could communicate this? It would take a little while. We could RP it, but at the end of the day, Croman could like grab a bunch of like handfuls of stuff or any magic stuff that's there. Dimension door out. Dimension door as many people as he can in. Then with as much like bags, things like that, and everybody just loads up on the actual valuables, leaving copper behind and stuff like that.
Won't we die in there without anything to breathe in a sealed chamber?
That hasn't been a problem yet, and let's not mention it.
Too late now.
Venter, you haven't heard anything.
Amara
So
would
we're gonna
mention that.
teleport in there. Shut up, Amara. We're gonna teleport in there and then teleport out. The question is how long and how much can we teleport out? Because I mean, like Dimension Door says people. It doesn't mention weight at all. So could we just like
people
absolutely
carrying up to their carrying capacity?
perfect? So we need to get people who can carry a lot.
You want to
Draylar,
send in
Garm.
Draylar and Garm.
Draylar.
They just keep doing trips. We all wait outside.
Garm just rages the whole time. And just
Tomorrow can
advantage on
help
strength
organize
saves.
it. when
Let's
it comes
go.
out. Yeah.
That's my thought. That's my
Should we
non-role
return
play.
to town? Would we want to return to
I
town
can't
to get a wagon?
I can't take 2 people with me.
You can.
I don't have
Okay,
6
I didn't
spells.
Okay, so one at a time.
Well, we could even. You could rest on the inside, like with multiple people. I don't know what the limitations are for you. Can you never take 2 people at once? I don't know if you're.
Not until I have another 5th level spell or 6th level
So
spell.
you'd have to
Okay.
take a long rest.
I'd have
or
to,
you'd have to.
no matter what, people would be stuck inside.
Draylar,
Well,
strip
that's
down to
fine.
nothing.
At the end of the day, it's fine if we take a while. We could take 3 days to do this if we have
We could take
to.
a
I don't
week
think
if
we're
we
gonna
have
be
to.
attacked. Like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about being attacked. If that happens,
Okay.
we'll deal with it. But I don't think that's very likely.
So the next message you get is meet me at the entrance to the cave.
Meet him at the entrance to the cave. So we've taken a long rest.
No,
Okay.
not yet. Because he was able to start communicating after the first hour.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, Venter, is this map to scale? Is the entrance to the cave that far away?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll teleport there and about 100 feet in the air for security.
Okay.
Ah, splat. Oh, you already cast a spell this turn.
Yeah,
Shit.
aw.
Also, just for the surprise factor, I want people to be waiting for me, and I
He
just slowly
floats
fall to
down.
the ground.
Do you come down like vertically, or are you falling and then you like land?
Look, there he is.
You float down all like majestically.
I think he's striking a pose.
Mary Poppins style.
Skeets
Yeah.
would just fly up and like wave at you.
Crummin.
You're flying, kind of.
I'm not gonna lie, even when you were sending me messages, I was kind of worried that I might have been being deceived by whatever the fuck that was. Eye Tyrant, he says with air quotes.
Oculus the Terrible.
He goes
He
by.
says with air quotes.
I think Crom would just hold up an eye stalk.
Well done, Croman.
When you hold up an eye stalk, it flashes, and Mara's turned to stone.
Thank goodness. I win. Alright, I just tossed
Merc
it back.
drops to his knees and says, "Thank you!" His hands clap together.
Chisels his soul out of the stone and flies off.
Who also says thank you. So Merc looks to Crumman like he's.
I say we
for
get a
something.
wagon and do what we're
It's just
talking
a tick
about.
tock, tick tock, and just shrug.
Oh, okay. Merc does like the 2 fingers and then he like rotates them like. So Merc says, should we? I didn't really get a great
My,
evaluation of how much was in there.
Treasure.
Should we get? Are we gonna need transportation? A wagon.
That would be for you, Croman.
Yeah, he's asking Croman if he doesn't know if Croman took a look at what was in there. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Croman. I would love to be in there right now, just to. I would rather rest in there than out here. And then he looks at Amara and thinks about oxygen levels.
We might all suffocate.
Was there anything else in there, like an exit or anything, Croman?
I'm just gonna shrug.
Did you not explore it at all?
Crom just kind of makes the sound of the lightning bolt from the room we went into.
Oh, is there more danger in there?
Nods.
What
Ah.
kind of danger?
Zappy danger.
Yeah, no, I got that, Croman. Thank you very much. I don't mean to be flippant. Was there more rooms that you didn't explore?
Yeah.
Okay. So there might be a way out of there through mundane means. Maybe we should
could
just
help
wait
break
until
down
we
the
can
door.
teleport all of us in there.
Oh, so that wasn't the only. It wasn't just this one sealed, like, hole in the middle of the earth. There's actually like connecting rooms and stuff.
Apparently.
Oh.
If you get me in there, I can still dispel 3 times. I may be able to clear.
Kramen, can you get them in there? Can you get someone in there one more time?
I hold up one finger.
Kramen, why don't you take Evelyn in there, and then you guys can rest. Don't do anything dangerous, but see what you can do safely.
But don't dispel anything on. things
He
we can
he
use.
takes off his necklace of Revivify and hands it to Evelyn.
I'd rather be in there.
I would
If it's
too. but-
electricity, at least I can
Can you
take away some of the brunt of the damage.
Can you dispel
But
magic?
Evelyn could discern the magic far better. So I think that we need to. He puts a hand on Draelar's shoulder and he says, "Trust me, if this was a combat expedition, you and I would be the first in there." He looks over at Garm and he says, "Well, maybe you and Garm. I think I might have been supplanted in that. But this is for information. Let's leave Evelyn and Kramen to this." And then he hands the Revivify necklace to Evelyn just in case, and he says, "Kramen might be able to bring someone back." He shrugs, and then he says, "But this will keep you guys safe." And he says, 8 hours. We'll wait here for 8 hours or so. You guys see what you can figure out, but do it safely, and then let us know what's going on after that. If we don't hear back from you by by the morning, I don't know what time it is. Either way, whatever would be equivalent of like 12 hours, he'll say, we're gonna send somebody back to town and see if we can't find some scrolls or someone who can help us out. But I'd rather be able to do this in house, and I think you guys can do it. And he gives you two a nod and kind of motions you guys in.
Eva nods back and looks to
Kramen
Kramen.
extends a hand and with like a little bow.
Good luck.
Waits for her to accept his hand,
Which Eve does.
and he squeezes it a little too tightly. Then he cuts a door with the dagger, lets Evelyn step through, and we're going right there.
You're going to this spot here?
Yep.
All right.
And this is how we lose the two of them.
Let me mark that again.
You're 1 tile off. We both take 46 damage.
That was close.
Oh, yeah.
You guys appear.
And Cromwell's just gonna beckon you down this way.
There appears to be a door there as well.
Merc pulls this group of us back, like right inside the cave, and is just like,
Perhaps
I
we
can
should
keep watch for the first few hours. We have 4 of us. We might as well get resting.
We could set up defenses if you wanted. It's a narrow opening here.
Sounds good. And
And then
yeah,
he's-
we'll just get to that mundane shit.
Yeah, there, yeah,
kinda
like
hol-
Venter, if there's a way to kind of like block up this entrance a bit.
Well, there's a way, but what is the way you guys are doing?
Well, there's a lot of rubble that collapsed. So Merc would actually call Draelar and Garm, and he's like, "Can you guys gather some of those larger stalactites? I'll try and help." And we can pile some of them up here and just kind of have a guard sit behind them.
Ah, yes, good guard.
Very well.
Good.
So we'll do that. That seems like something that will take maybe an hour or two. And then we'll probably long rest after that.
And then
And that gives us
yeah.
a nice little buffer. So if they take a little bit longer than a long rest to do their stuff, they'll have an extra like hour or two.
All right, you guys seal it up completely. The air runs out. You guys die.
Yeah, we get our mortar
We
out
fart
and
too
we
much
start,
and the
yeah.
methane.
I send off a firebolt just for the hell of it, and the entire cave explodes.
In all seriousness, I was thinking maybe like even just like 2 feet, like 2.5 feet of just like cover, just to like provide like some kind of
Sure.
like
Something
basically.
you can go over with a bow, you know.
Yeah, sure. No, like difficult terrain and a little bit of cover is.
About an hour later, you see an eye tyrant floating up towards the cave, ready to try to steal what you've rightly stolen.
But it realizes
There's-
that our wall is 6 inches too tall for it to defeat.
Yeah, it can't get in. It's a good thing I said 2.5 feet.
Oof.
Anyway,
Well, I cast Detect Magic for free again.
Who
I
is
love
this
this.
guy?
The show
gal.
is insane. So, Venter, do I see the crystal that the lightning came from?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
You do not
Okay.
see it yet, but you can feel its magical presence right there.
There it is.
Cromman's all like, just be careful.
Hmm.
Because I can inspire you.
Okay, said Arcana?
Yes.
Okay, hang on, let me make sure I actually click off guidance this time.
You can see where the line is.
I'm going to attempt to dispel it.
All right. Crystal shatters and that trap is gone.
I'm going to spend 5 points to make another 3rd level slot. And I'll walk forward.
Oh no, we're good. We're where we need to be.
Okay. Well, I did see a door back there.
Yeah.
I guess let's take a look around this first. What
It's the first pick. Why waste it?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and filter out the magic items and separate them into like a small pile.
We'll do a loot long rest. And with my last 3rd level spell, I'm just gonna tell Merc we're just gonna go through the pile and take a nap here before we go any further. Venter, you're muted. I don't know if you're trying to say something.
Thank you. Yes. I'll give you a handout. All of the magic items will have an asterisk in front of it.
Yep, and the message Merc got was...
There are so it's under the Eye Tyrant.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Hey, look, diamonds for those of you who were asking about them earlier.
Not big enough.
Oh.
Men's vest with fire pattern. Ooh. Carpet.
Nice and chain.
Ooh.
Scroll. Staff. Also, Eve, staff.
I think Cromwell just pulled out the staff and like passes it to Evelyn.
I can't
Whoa.
identify items anymore. I believe that's your expertise now.
Grumman's just like, wait, what? That's my expertise? Does it look like that's my job? I've never done that.
I was told you did, but
Are we back to not having anyone to identify?
Good job, us.
it's fine.
We're gonna have to invest in something to fix
We're gonna
that.
use the ring, and just to hope we get level 1 wizard spell. Or take it back to Kazir. Kazir might be able to do it.
Kazir has identified.
I don't know. Can we spend time with them over the long rest to try and get a sense of what they do?
I'm tuned up. I'm not unattuning from anything.
Well, you can ritual cast identify, can you? Or do you?
I don't think neither of us have the spell.
Who has identified?
Oh, I thought you had identify. I'm sorry. That's what you guys.
Me?
That Evelyn did.
I can't ritual cast anymore, and so I didn't.
Although I am a master at potions.
Oh, that's right. I forgot sorcerers are terrible. My bad.
I think we're just
Why can't
snapping
we
at them.
roll it
You
for
know I
detect
only
magic?
say that. You know I only say that because sorcerers are my favorite class. You know this. I want everyone else to know this too because I feel like you.
I love sorcerers too. Just they're bad.
Me
Mhm.
too. I think I still got attunement slots left. I think I have one.
Technically, PHB does say that by spending an hour with a magic item, you can figure out what it does. But that's so lame.
Yeah.
I thought that you already agreed that you didn't do that, yeah, because it reduces the use of the identify spell almost entirely.
Also, why can the guy with like no magical ability be like, I know?
I am
exactly-
barbarian. This trinket allows you to gain an extra spell slot at every rest.
Well, I think it does that with attunement, just because if you attune
Yeah.
to an item, you learn its
Yeah,
properties.
Yeah, even that, I allow attunement without knowing what the hell the thing is.
That's the best way to do it because that
Yeah,
can
no.
never go wrong.
Well, that was
Is the mason
Amara's
chain a
chain.
one-handed weapon?
It is.
Okay.
Is it a flail or is it a mason chain?
It is a mace, so it's a ball with a chain, and it is in the mace family, so it counts as a mace,
Okay.
but it is
Okay.
on.
The only thing Cromman's really eyeing is he sets aside the statue of the dragon for Drelar. He'll just kind of scoop up the gems and sort out the gold and platinum, throwing over the rest.
Venter, do I need? Can I take a look at the scrolls and potions? 'Cause I don't think you can identify those, right? Try and figure out what
Do
they are.
Arcana on potions.
I'm the potion master.
Read the title of the scrolls.
You mean at destroying them?
Okay, that's uncalled for.
The blue potions are obviously healing potions.
Okay.
Make a roll for the clear ones.
Can I also, or is it only
Gracias for-
her?
Anyone who wants to try, that's in the room.
I'll be adding mine in there too.
We
'Cause I'm a
don't-
potion
I was
master.
saying in the room.
The clear ones are see invisible.
That's a good one.
I don't like that one. I'm gonna hold on to one though.
Um.
And then you're reading the scrolls.
Don't read them out
yes,
loud.
that's not gonna destroy them.
Now you're just reading. You're going to read the titles, right?
Yeah.
The first scroll. Type it in there. Make it easier for you.
One or two, Ben.
Both.
Okay.
The answer's always 12.
What if I have 1, 2, and 3?
123.
You just add them all together.
No, that would be 6. This is different.
Or, I mean, I should have said you just tack the numbers on to the end.
All right, the sheet is updated with the names of the spells. All of those are convertible by a wizard.
Arcane Lock. That spell's so good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love Magic Mouse. Magic Mouse is a spell I would never, ever, ever take on my level up, but I always want a spell book of. Because it's so great, because you can ritual cast it on things, and just like permanent cast it on things.
You guys could reach out to Darvish. And,
Shut up, Venter! Shut your mouth!
Hey, Darvish, we'll give you a scroll of magic mouth if you'll transport all this shit for us.
He's just like, yes.
One scroll of deposit treasure.
Oh man, that's exactly why I made that size, because I was like, of course, all the scrolls. I want to learn them.
So, you guys tell me, how much time are you staying? There's not a lot of monsters or encounters that are going to be coming up to this place.
That's what I'm saying. We should take our sweet ass time and do it right.
I can't talk to them, obviously, but this really seems like stuff that we can take on like one day of trips. We can take the majority of it.
Yeah.
Like, do we?
And
would
then we
need
can always
something-
sell. And then, like, Merc's idea, if we ever, like, congregated, we would take all the gold, platinum, gems, magic items, and, like, unique, like, curiosities. And then we could just sell somebody the information. Like, listen, we know about a treasure. There's, like, 3,000 copper and 1,000 silver in this cave. You just need to dig to it. I don't know, like... It's not that big of a deal to get that kind of stuff. Like, we just need to get this stuff out of here, and we could do that in a day or two.
Would we? Like, I think it'd be worth going to. Well, I don't know. Is this so much? This is a lot of stuff. Can we carry it all, or do we need to get transportation for it?
Well, there's still.
From what
I
I'm
mean,
seeing here, it's not enough that we would need a wagon, unless if we're trying to carry all of that silver and copper.
Right. Which I'd be. Well.
1,000
Yeah.
coins is a huge amount of coins,
Yeah,
but we
and
could
it's
manage it.
Yeah, but I mean, what? 1,500 silver is how many
All of
gold?
us carrying it. All of us carrying 1,500 or 1,100 coins.
Yeah. I don't think we need the silver and copper either. I mean, we
No,
can
I'm
always-
only
that.
thinking gold platinum. I wasn't even considering electrum,
Hmm.
but that's 200 gold that we'd be leaving behind.
Mhm.
And then other than that, those items, like, I mean,
That's
we
not
would
that much
basically have to
gold.
travel slow. Like,
But by traveling slow, we can be more cautious too.
yeah. Like, I'm confident that between Draylar, Garm, and the rest of our party, we could, like, distribute the weight. So my opinion is we just try and get the gold, platinum, magic items, and gems out.
Admara would be okay with that if we thought we could do it. And the idea
We
of
could just
selling
spend 2
the
days.
the idea of selling the information isn't bad, but yeah, 2 days to do all that probably. Maybe 3.
Draylar would also take the tapestry.
Yeah, that's what he meant by curiosity. That's definitely,
Like we'd want to bring
Seems
stuff like
worth
the golden goblet because it's gold, so it might actually be worth something. But we
Well,
don't need
I
to
mean-
bring.
And the statue of the dragon.
Isn't the plate whale worth like
Yes.
900 to sell or something if you get half value?
Plate mail is definitely worth taking. It's heavy, though.
It's very
Yeah.
heavy.
I mean, we also
See,
we
there's
still
a. I
need to
don't.
figure out if there's a physical way out or if we have to teleport.
I don't know if we
which-
can carry all that. That's a lot of stuff. Especially if we're gonna take the plate mail. and the coins.
I'm gonna check how much the coins weigh.
I want to unfurl the tapestry.
Isn't it a
It's,
pound for
It's
every...
50 coins a pound.
Yeah.
You're unfurling the tapestry.
Merc
Yeah,
can
it
carry all the
explodes.
coins.
Yeah, but space-wise, how much does that take up?
Okay. Weight-wise, Merc can carry all the coins.
Mm-hmm.
The tapestry, I will put
Even the
it
silver.
for you.
If it's really awesome, Merc, we're keeping this tapestry for our room.
Our room. Oh, it's got
Merc nods understandingly.
Croman's interior decorating.
You don't
now.
know what Merc is into.
You don't know me.
Yeah, you don't know what.
We
likes to
share a
get his
room in the
beak wet.
base because it's
You
easier.
don't know
that
what
way.
definitions Merc likes to subscribe to.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no judgment.
Don't label me.
Aviosexual, maybe. He always is a little uncomfortable around Phoebe.
Merc's a total chicken hawk.
Someone hop in.
Literal chickens.
So I really do feel like I explicitly bought a bunch of bags one time a long time ago to be able to carry like
Are
just
they on your
bags.
characters?
They were at one point. They aren't now.
Huh.
Okay.
That's weird. It would almost seem like they don't
I
exist.
have that. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so we're gonna take that tapestry and wrap all of the items up in the tapestry.
All right, here is the tapestry that is. Why is this not printing?
Okay. So for real though, if we're worried, we could all leave Skinks here as a watch because all the items are over there through solid rock. We could just
Can I put a
go
bunch
back.
of stuff in my net and just drag it?
Yes, totally could. Not gold pieces and stuff, but
Ooh.
but we could like go back, get a wagon, come back here, travel it back. It's a question of what we're willing to do. Are we willing to do that? Merc doesn't mind spending the 10 gold in 4 days that it will take
Yeah.
to do that.
Admara's fine taking longer to get more.
Is everyone okay with that? Yes, thumbs up.
Yeah, I guess so.
The question is, we discussed this once you guys teleport back the first time, so I assume you guys would bring back some bullshit, and we'd have to less worry about that. But we're going to do it anyways so we can carry all of the copper, all of the silver, and that stuff will pay for the extra expenses for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
This is the tapestry.
But so that is the plan.
Croman's eye looking in.
Alright, let's see. It's unique.
That's a tapestry?
I think they're trees.
It's either trees or the Elfire. So
I think it's a lot of pain.
I want to keep this behind my desk.
To,
So
like,
that
scare,
people are-
intimidate people.
Yeah, because it really causes a lot of like
Pain.
internal struggle just watching it. Like
It'll put them on edge. They won't be able to
yeah,
concentrate.
like there's so many conflicting emotions that come out of it that it will confuse people as I negotiate with them.
Would that give Merca advantage on persuasion checks?
Like a +1.
+1.
I like you're like advantage. I'm like +1.
I'm like,
Maybe,
fuck that,
the
get
smallest
advantage.
the smallest advantage possible.
It's a +1 tapestry of annoying.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's like a
love
Jason
it.
Pollock, but like I like Jason Pollock paintings, but this is like there's some discernible features in it to an annoying degree.
Yeah.
Like it would be more satisfying if there was less structure to it. Do you see like the bird in the middle top,
I
and then
feel like
there's like
looking
a,
at it for very
a
long.
train or something?
Yeah,
and,
there's like a that bird is there's actually
it's totally a
there.
bird. It's totally a bird. Like the eyes and the beak and everything. Like this is like there's definitely things he put in there just barely enough to anger you. It's like a Stephen King novel,
Oh,
Like, there's
look at the
enough
bottom, I can
intrigue
kind
there.
of make it like a person.
right?
Oh my god! Now I'm looking deeper. Yeah, look like there's
I love
people
it.
down
Okay.
there.
See, that's it's the
Common loves
perfect
it.
Look what
painting
you've
to
done,
have
Venter.
behind. It's the perfect painting to have behind you while you're negotiating.
Look what you've done, Venter. This is all your fault.
Because they'll get distracted by it, and you'll be able like there's little faces like in the top left. I see a little like weird goat face that's smiling with its tongue out.
This was the Eye Tyrant's plan all along.
Only an eye tyrant would love this thing.
Yeah.
How much does it weigh?
Because it's got 8
Too much.
eyes, so it can look at it. Here, look at. I posted a picture of that little face in the top left. See that? It's a little like satyr, like goblin face or something.
So, guys, I got something going on here that I'm going to have to take care of, and it's going to take me like a half hour to an hour to get it fixed. So,
Left.
I hate to cut us short, but we're going to have to end here tonight.
It
Okay,
happens.
that's all right. This is actually a decent ending spot,
Yeah, this is a
honestly.
good
Yeah.
spot.
I've got to rest, but once I do, I can go back out, grab Driller, come back in.
Yeah, we have to honestly.
And
This
then
is
get
going to be like
everyone out.
a stupid amount of logistics that's going to go down right now because it's going to be like teleporting back and forth and getting a wagon and traveling back. So why don't we think about that for a little bit,
You guys
and then
can-
I'll message you. Yeah, I'll.
We can get all the magic stuff and the stuff that's expensive out
And then
with
take that on
just
the first
Driller,
trip.
I think.
Yeah, and then we can take that on the first trip, get a wagon, take it
Mhm.
back, and then do the minutia to get everything, and then take the wagon back and cash
Because
it.
our wagon's still at our hideout, right?
Sounds
We don't have one. Yep,
Alright,
sounds
Venter,
good.
good luck.
All right, thank you, Venter.
Thank you,
Good
Venter.
night.
Thank you.
Yeah. Plus, also,
How much
I mean,
XP do I
like,
get for the beholder?
We're not under any time we're not under any. It's not like we're trying to get the wood, get to this elven city. Like we're just kind of trying to earn some cash. So we might as well get all we can.
Well, there is a bit of
Well,
time
we are under the
constraint,
same
but not
time
that
constraint as we
you
were when we
worry
were
about.
getting the wood. Like,
Why?
well,
Yeah,
because
Mark
there was
knows.
what was the time constraint when we were getting the wood?
You guys were just like, we need to get this wood. We need to get there. But I mean, now we're
Yeah,
kinda-
Because we need to do all of this quickly. The longer we take, the more likely it is that.
Oh.
And also, Merc, do you still remember the stuff last week I sent you the message? Did you write that down at some point?
About what?
I don't want to say anything because it'll
Just
make
like
Chris
vague
excited.
references.
It'll make Chris excited. Starts with a K.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, we're
'Cause
gonna
that's
deal with
probably
that.
all connected to a lot of other things we should deal with.
Oh yeah, we're
pretty
gonna deal
soon.
with that.
I
Like
agree too.
we got so much money from this that we're gonna be able to do other stuff. I thought that we would have to do 2 or 3 little side
No,
missions,
this
but
was
this
like almost $5,000, not including.
I
what
saw when
sell.
we saw the as soon as Skink said it's here, Merc was like payday. Like like we haven't even fought anything yet, and here it is.
I feel like Venture was so taken aback by the fact that we're like, fuck it up, we're going after it.
I think so too, but that was like in character makes a lot of sense for Merc, I think. Because we know nothing about this city at all. We've never been here. So but this Eye Tyrant is living less than a day away from it. So obviously it has a lot of like connections to this city. Like it would.
Right.
Anyway. We should assume it does. It's an intelligence based thing. Like it's a giant brain effectively.
Also, did you expect me to do that to figure out where it was?
That was good. That was good.
I didn't have any other. I was like, how do I make this work? How do I figure out where it is?
What did you do? Sorry.
Just dominate person driller.
Oh yeah, the dominate person.
So-
That was awesome.
Okay, so
Yeah.
once we get everything and find out what everything is and divvy things up and blah 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 and everything's done, what's the plan next? Like, are we going?
So
'cause-
I think
so-
that's gonna be. We should play that out in character, but we might as well
Yeah.
be able to do that now.
Well, I mean, also like just to have a vague sense.
okay, so what I'm gonna tell Venter in a message, because
Uh-huh.
I mean we could like figure it out like
the minutia.
mathematically
Yeah.
how much it would take, but I'm gonna say to Venter, we take 5 days
Uh-huh.
and we take 3 trips. It's we go back to the city once and buy a wagon, buy draft horses.
Mhm.
After the first teleport where you guys come back to us is gonna give us
Gold. And
all the
stuff.
minor
the
shit.
gems, the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna rest here,
Yeah.
teleport back and forth
Yep.
as much as we can that day,
Yep.
and that we can still walk back, or we
Yep.
could just walk back immediately.
There-
Probably.
I think
Just,
no,
actually,
I-
never mind. Wait. Let me start over because I thought it was stupid. I was still working through things.
That's
So
fine.
you teleport back. You probably can carry as much as we really can. Because the biggest thing is how much can we walk back to the town. So then we
Yeah.
walk back to the town. We buy a draft horse. We buy a carriage. then we walk back, teleport back and forth, and then using the wagon get all that gold back.
We should also
Actually, you know what? I was doing the math wrong in my head. We only need 1 day with all my spell slots because me and Drellar go in, take as much as we can, we go out. Then me and Drellar go back in.
Can you take 3 people one time?
Yes.
Yeah, but that would fuck everything up and not
But
really
we
work.
could do that in a matter of like 10 minutes.
There's
And then
still
be good.
there's still more to this side too.
There is more down here, but
And there's
Here's,
more to
okay,
that
can,
side.
can I suggest something? So we do all this stuff first, right? Like you were saying. We go back to town. We do all that. Also, because we're going to be in this city
So
a
we get
lot-
the wagon to, because I want to kind of put into what part we're talking about this. I'm sorry to interrupt, but so we're gonna go back to town to get the wagon and come back here. That way we have a wagon to transport all of this gold and shit.
Yeah.
So you're saying like at that point, once we get the wagon and we're back here, then
Yeah. And
I-
then,
yeah.
also,
And then
are we-
continue. Yes, sorry.
we're going to be in this city for like this is going to be kind of our, even though we have our
No.
base.
No,
this
I don't
is-
think so.
Okay.
I'm
I don't
hoping
think so
once
either.
we get this gold, I want to get this gold into more transportable forms,
Right.
and then leave this city and hopefully never come back.
We can also do
We're gonna do
bars, by the way.
Kramen, like what you were talking about, Kramen. I think we're gonna do that next.
Also,
because if we're going to our camp, then we
Right.
just drop it off and we continue on to the other
So,
city where
My goal
Here's
is to
the-
have our camp. Yeah, sorry, John.
Here-
Finish.
Here's the other thing I was thinking. So clearly, a lot of the things we're doing require lots of money, travel, blah blah blah, and we're trying to do it quickly. Does it not make sense, considering the payout we got for this? Does it not make sense that we perhaps also do the bandit one? It's here, it's available. We can do it if we get roughly the equivalent. Just think about how much. I know the wood.
people
was
are more complicated to deal with than a monster.
You think so?
Again, I think that this is actually a conversation that should happen in character.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, which is fine because let's say because we have all of our players here, we still have another, 2 hours technically until this ends.
Scheduled.
So we can assume that Venter, like, even if we have encounters along the way, that's what I think is going to happen. What I intend is to happen, by the way, guys, is I'm going to message Venter and be like, this is how many times. I think the only thing that matters is how many times we go back and forth between the town and here. Because that's where we have to roll encounters, and that's
Yeah,
what Venter
we
wants
want to
know.
minimize
I think it's we
that.
go
So-
to town.
Yep.
We go to
So
town
I'm
once,
thinking
get a
two
wagon, and
trips.
come back.
I think we go to the town, come back, and then go to the town. That's it.
That's it. Done. Yeah.
So
we-
I'll tell Venter
yeah.
that, assuming we survive that whole way.
Yeah. It's not even a
guys-
full day's
so-
travel though. So
what
it's
I
not-
wanna
Did we
say
even
is-
roll an encounter? I don't even think we rolled an encounter to get
I think
here.
we did one. We didn't because I rolled a
nat
nat 20 on the survival.
Okay.
Remember? Because he has a 30% chance
So,
of encounter.
Here's
and
the
my
other
nat
thing
20
too.
is 30.
When we're coming back up to here with all of with the wagon and stuff, and when we're coming down, assuming we can do it, because he says it's not a full day's travel. If we can go like half pace and still make it in a full day's travel, that'll be worth it to lower the encounter chance, I think. By the way.
Yeah, I mean, if we're taking a long rest here, I don't think it's a big deal.
Well, maybe on the way back with the stuff, because the last thing we want to deal is have to deal with an encounter where shit gets.
Maybe. I mean, we
fucked
could
up.
just buy horses and then sell them once we get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Ben, I know we're on this map, but don't go exploring. Bad Ben.
Huh? I know. I'm not going. to
You're not in the room, Ben. Where are you, Ben?
So,
I'm
I thought if
I'm-
anyone has any conversations they want to bring up, sorry.
right here.
If anyone has any
No, you're not.
conversations they want
I
to
can see
bring
that
up, you
square.
should just like point out when they're gonna occur, and we can do them now. Like, because if you wanted
I
to have
think-
that conversation about the bandits, like,
And Mar would have mentioned it casually, and the second you guys are like, "No," he would be like, "Okay." Like he's not
Ye-
like excited about it. It was just he thought it was another avenue of funding.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
we
Ryan.
earned
I
enough
think
money from
I would
this.
probably bring up the whole K situation privately again, and then see if you want to bring that to the group's attention.
oh yeah, you probably would send him that.
Yeah, it would also be with the prefix of "Oh, I just found out now."
Yeah, sure.
Wink.
Merc would say
Um,
that after we deal with the treasure from this, I think that we should go see what we can do. But he
We
would
might
then.
be able
I mean, like,
we might be able to get her out normally. If not, I could do a prison break.
yeah,
But,
we could probably try and help her normally.
Getting who out?
No one.
I mean, I figure we should tell them what we're gonna.
Yeah,
go
we should.
do.
I mean, like the plan is that we're gonna go save Kurthi after this,
Yeah.
Draylar.
And
yeah, we know where she is.
what
Once
is
Cameron
the
said K,
purpose
I-
for? Yeah, I know. What is the purpose of this, and what does it? How does it benefit us?
Well,
we
she's
want some
supposed
cool
to be able to
magic
help
shit?
us. She's supposed to be able to help us get this sky gem, perhaps too.
Did she not betray you multiple times, Draylar, and get several of your friends murdered? I believe.
No.
I believe
Yes.
I heard. Yes. Weren't Merc?
I
and
mean,
Croman-
technically, I don't think she betrayed us because she never told us all of the truth. So,
Yes. Again, so why are we helping this person who will stab us in the back and reveal your secret about the airship to everyone?
because she's
We're not gonna
under
tell her about the
duress.
airship.
She's under duress because she's been captured by the same person who killed us the first time. And we need to.
No.
Is this conversation assuming this is everyone together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is Kurthi?
No, wait, hold on.
Mention-
Same question. How does this benefit us, or what are we getting out of this? We don't work for free, do we, Merc?
Kurthi is a
Mara doesn't know
dragonborn that
about.
Draylar had a relationship with.
Okay, yes.
Also
I
the fanatic
understand
guy.
the emotions attached.
A follower of Tiamat, if I believe.
of. Okay. So this.
But the person who she's being captured by is
Zendragon?
was the one who wanted the shawl that we first
No.
were trying. It was. She was the one who she took it to,
Is there the potential for monetary
and he's the one
gain?
who's collecting the Calyx branches. He's collecting primal artifacts that will destroy the world.
Ah, well, that would be unpleasant, I suppose.
Great, saving the world again. It's always ends up well.
I hope it pays well. Again.
Primal artifacts, Amara.
Well, if he's a danger to the world,
All I know is I was led to believe that she could help us find the sky gem. And that's the
Ah.
last piece of this puzzle before we get the mast. So,
Well, in that case, that makes a bit more sense.
so at this point, it's just that.
She's a
And the
necessary
mast.
cog. What do we need to do for the mast?
Kill a dragon. Or steal from its hoard.
Ah, yes, that's right, that's where the mast
She is a master thief.
That's
but
true.
What if I
will she
She
keep
You know
for
exactly what it
size.
is.
and we went away with it?
Hmm.
I wonder if we could try and find a way to make it so that if we can get the mast to where we have the ship ready. I don't know.
How is she
I feel
gonna
like
steal?
we're gonna need to kill the dragon if we're gonna.
We need
get
to kill the
mast. You
dragon.
can't steal the mast.
How are you gonna steal a mast? That mast.
I mean, even if we take it,
It's just gonna
Well,
show up and come
well, listen,
looking
we
for
have-
the ship.
it's not hard to get the dragon out of its lair and steal the mast. The question is, what's it going to do once it realizes that the mast is its prize jewel? It's
Yeah,
the
that's
crown.
gonna be very
It's the
upset
crown
dragon.
jewel of its hoard.
Well, it sunk
It-
the
I
ship.
I think our
once.
best avenue is ambushing the dragon.
Okay,
I think the
It's not
best
gonna
bet.
expect anyone's coming for it.
I don't think we want to attack it in its lair.
Well, we already definitely have some people on our side. We need more.
We need it somewhere where it's not just gonna run away. If we attack it out of its lair, who's gonna be able to keep up with it if it runs away?
Kramen, I want you to think about what you want to send to. Shit. Merc would say the name of that dragon.
Oh
One
wait,
second,
it's an
I
evil
have it.
dragon, isn't it?
Not that dragon.
But
yeah,
one-
the ancient black dragon. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
evil.
Which dragon?
The one in the city.
Yeah,
Wow, Kermo playing Grand Thoko.
yeah, that guy.
He's asleep right now.
Oh yeah, Merc would
For the
say,
next
"I want
30
you to
minutes.
think about what you might send him to see or to intrigue him into our plot."
He's going to be resting for a long period, but he will wake up again. And if there's anyone who might be interested in ending the terror of an ancient black dragon, he might have at the very least insight for us. He should have no reason to doubt our motives. I mean, at least in the grand scheme of things, this is an ancient black dragon we're talking about. He might provide some help, or at least convince the elves to provide us some help, but I want you to think about what you might send him when he is ready. We should give him more time. And he looks at the party because, again, a lot of the people here haven't been in the party for a long time, and he says, you guys are in this now. And he gives you all a nod. He says, I don't anticipate the fight against this dragon to occur anytime soon, but it is going to occur. And we need to start more seriously thinking about how we're going to win it.
Well, for one, if we return the scarf to the Church of Seker, we might be able to get a magic item in return that we can use to either bolster ourselves or weaken the dragon.
That's a good plan, actually.
Well, there's no doubt that the item itself would also help.
I think a better plan, Draylar. I think the church said before that it was able to muster a fairly sizable force of mages, clerics, paladins to come and try and kill this Eye Tyrant. I think it might be a better idea, if we wanted to go that route, to give them the scarf and ask them to muster that force to help us against the dragon.
Wasn't that force destroyed?
I believe
it was.
So.
That force in particular was, but they may be able to muster a similar force.
So we can have their second-rate team.
Or maybe it's their first-rate team, and they just sent out a second-rate team of like,
let's
see if these hopefuls can
What
get.
about
There's
your,
more.
What about your in with the Sultan, Mark?
There's more than one churches.
I like the idea, but I don't wish to draw upon whatever reserves they might have. If they can help, I think that they might be able to help in a more less
way?
or a less
direct
militaristic way. They might be able to provide us with some insight or some blessing. But my question or my worry with that is what kind of opposing forces we might draw. We don't want to. There's an old saying that the enemy, my enemy, is my friend, and I don't feel like making any friends for this dragon.
Fair enough.
I think if we keep this cloak, it might just keep us neutral in that whole thing, and we might just leave that church out of it, rather than angering that church's enemies as well as drawing its benefits.
Getting the gods involved is always tricky business.
I think keeping the cloak
they're not already,
or the scarf is for the best.
We can return the tapestry, I think, if they want it.
For exchange of favors or some such thing.
For an exchange of favor. In the future to be defined.
Exactly.
I think we could just have refuge wherever there's a Church of Seker as well.
So, all the same, I think that we need to start worrying about how we're going to deal with this dragon again. We stopped for a long time because there was a lot more pressing matters to deal with, but I can tell you guys already that we have at least the leader of a large city behind us, the nearest city, and they'll offer some aid, but we still need to come up with a plan.
Milk.
Milk does not help against acid, Thriller.